happy are those who dwell in your house. What do we need to bring God into our spaces tonight? What do we need to bring God into our holy words and our holy prayers? Ashrei Yoshvei Veitecha Odi Allelucha Odi Allelucha Ashrei Yoshvei Veitecha Odi Allelucha Odi Allelucha Selah. Page 1. אשרי העם שככה לו, אשרי העם שאדוני אלוהיו, תהילה להביא ממך פתח את ידיך ומשביע לכוך רצון צדיק אדוני בכבודך. Tehillat Adonai yedaber pi vivarech kol basar shem kodsho leolam maher v'anachnu nevarech ya מעתה ועד עולם. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. We turn ahead in our Sidurim to page 12 as we invite all those who are in mourning or finishing yard sites from this last day to rise in body or in spirit. And we invite all those online to enable their microphones in support of those mourners. Page 12, we recite the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah be'alma divra kirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chayei t'chol beit Yisrael ba'agala u'vizman kari v'imru Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam u'mei Yiparach v'yishtabach yipa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekudsha brichu ve'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata d'amiran be'alma v'yimru Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen. Oseh shalom imromav hu yaseh shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru.
Amen.
You be seated. We enter into our Kabbalat Shabbat by taking a breath and inviting in with each breath whatever it is that we need out of this Shabbat. Cultivating a sense of inner peace or outer peace, of oneg, of joy, of deep connection with loved ones, friends, community. Whatever it is that we need this week, we open up our voices together to ask those angels for their blessings as we enter into this Shabbat. Page 13, we begin our Kabbalat Shabbat with Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Amlachim, Akadosh Baruch Hu. Mochem leshalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Mi melech, malachei amlachim, akadosh baruch hu. Marchuni leshalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Mi melech malachei amlachim, akadosh baruch hu. Tzeirchem leshalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Mi melech malachei amlachim, akadosh baruch hu. We continue page 15. Lechu 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 Neranin al Adonai, Lechu Naria Litzur Yishenu, Lechu Neranin al Adonai, Lechu Naria Litzur Yishenu, Nekadma Fana Betoda, Bizmirot Naria Naria lo Nekadma Fana Betoda, Bizmirot Naria Naria lo Lechu 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 Neranin al Adonai, Lechu Naria Litzur Yishenu, Lechu Neranin al Adonai, Lechu Naria Litzur Yishenu, Nekadma Fana Betoda, Bizmiron Naria Naria lo Nekadma Fana Betoda, Bizmirot Naria Naria lo Lechu Neranin al Adonai, Lechu Naria Litzur Yishenu, Lechu Neranin al Adonai, Lechu Naria Litzur Yishenu. Ki gadol vayomer gadol kol yishenu. 40 שנה אקוד בדור ואומר עמתוי לבבהם והם לא ידעו דרכי אשר נשבעתי ואפי אם יבון אל מנוחתי ידידי Page 16. Shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash, shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz, shiru l'Adonai baruchu shemo, basru meyom leyom yeshuato, sapru v'goyim kevodo. בכל העמים נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני ומהולל מאוד, נורא הוא על כל האלוהים, כי כל אלוהי העמים, העמים אלילים. ואדוני שמיים עשה הוד ועדה לפניו, עוז ותפארת במקדשו, עבור אדוני משפחות עמים, עבור אדוני כבוד ועוז, עבור אדוני כבוד שמו, שאו מנחה ובואו לחצרותיו, ישתחוו לאדוני בהדרת קודש, חילו מפניו כל הארץ, אמרו הגויים אדוני מלך, אף תיכון תבל בל תימות, ידין עמים במישרים, ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ, ירם הים ומלואו, יעלו שדי וכל אשר בו, אז ירננו כל הצער, לפני אדוני קיווה, קיווה לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט תבל בצדק, ועמים באמונתו ימבדה איידדה ידידנה 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 איידדה ידידנה ידידנה איידה יאללה יאללה Yanana ya da da ay da da yalla ay ya da 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 ay da da ya da da ay da da Adonai malach tagel haaretz, page 17. Yismechu im rabim anan gerafel svivav tzedek mishvat mechon kiso eshtefan eret. שמע ותשמח ציון ותגרנה בלב יהודה למגדך. Ave Adonai Sinura Shomer nafshot chasidav Miad rishayim yatzilem Or zaru ala tzadik U'yishrei lev simcha Simchut tzadikim b'Adonai V'hodu lezecher kodsho Mizmor shir l'Adonai shir chadash Page 18 Ki niflaot asal u'shriyalu yimino ezo kodsho 8 lines from the bottom of the page Zameru l'Adonai bechinor v'kol zimra b'chatzotrot v'kol shofar Hariu lifnei hamelech Adonai Zameru l'Adonai bechinor v'kol zimra v'chatzotrot v'kol shofar Hariu lifnei hamelech Adonai Yiram hayam u'melo Tevel v'yoshviva Ne'arod imecha uchav Yachad arim yiranenu Lifnei Adonai kiva lishbot haaretz Yishbot tevel b'tzedek Ve'amim b'mei sharim Yiram hayam u'melo Tevel v'yoshviva Ne'arod imecha uchav Yachad harim yiranenu Adonai malach yegezu amim, page 19. Yoshev kruvim tanu taretz, Adonai b'tzion gadol v'ramu kolmim, yodu shimcha Adonu Adonai Eloheinu yishtachavu le'adam rogav kadoshim. Moshe ve'Aaron bechohanav Ushmuel bekorei Shemot Korim el Adonai Vehu yanem Me'amud Adnan Yidaber alehem Shamru edotav v'chok natan lamo Adonai Eloheinu ata nitam El noseh ita lahem v'nokem alalilotam Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'yishtachavu le'ar kodsho ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu We rise together for Psalm 29, page 20. Mizmor leDavid, Avul Adonai ben Elim, Avul Adonai, Kavod va'oz Aidai, Avul Adonai kevod shemo, Yishtachavu l'Adonai behakrat kodesh, Kol Adonai al hamayim el kavod yirim, Adonai al mayim rabim, Kol Adonai Bakoach Haidai, Kol Adonai Be'adar, Kol Adonai Shover Arazim, Vayishaber Adonai et Hazei Alvanon, Vayarkideim Kemo Egel Levanon, Sirion Kemo vein reimi maidai, Kol Adonai chotzev lavotesh, Kol Adonai yachil midbar, Yachil Adonai midbar kadesh, Kol Adonai yecholel ayalot, Vayechesof Ye'arot Uveichalo Kulo merkavod Aidai Adonai lama buyashav Yeshev Adonai melech leolam, Adonai oz le'amo yitain, Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom. Yididai, dai, 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 yididai, dai, 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 la la la, dai, 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 dai. Yididai, dai, 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 dai. Ay ay da 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 ba da ba da and da 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 ba da da ay ba da 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 ba da ba and da 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 ba da da ya da 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 ay da da ay da da Yididai, dai, 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 yididai, dai, 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 dai. May be seated. We often talk about how the mystics would go out into the fields at this point in the service. They would go out into the open spaces and welcome in the Shabbos bride. They would literally go out to greet her. This idea, though, of going out to meet the bride doesn't originate with the Kabbalists. It originates, I think, I'll ascribe this to the attention of the Kabbalists, I think it originates with our parsha this week in Chayei Sarah, of Isaac going out into the field, lasuach basadeh, in order to do something, to have a conversation, perhaps with friends, to wander about, to mutter, or maybe, as the rabbis say, he went out into the field to pray, to have a conversation with God. So too do we go out, if not in our physical steps, But we go out into the field. We go out of our safe places, out of those routines, those habits of our daily week, and out into the field, the place where we are unmediated between us and God during this time. To walk about, to lift up our voices, and as we'll talk about a little bit later, to offer our own prayers in this moment. But first, we need to go out into that field to welcome in that Shabbos bride. Decha dodi likrat kala. Let's go out and bring her in. Page 21. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela shamor v'zachor libor. Sometimes it takes 2 times of going out in the field. We got to go a little bit deeper. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad ishmi'anu el hamiuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad l'shem ultiferet v'litila Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha Ki mekor averacha merosh mikedem nesucha sof maase b'machshava techila lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela mikdash melech ir melucha kum yitzei mitoch hafecha rav lach shevet be'emek habacha v'hu yachamol alayich emla Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela hinari me'afar kumi livshi bigdei tifatechami Aliyad ben Yishai beit halachmi korvan nafshi ge'ala lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela Tariri, kiva ore kumiori, uri shida beri, kivod Adonai alayich nigla, lecha dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat Nekabela Lo tevoshi velo tikami Ma tishtochachi u'ma temi Bach yechesu ani ami ונבנתה עיר עתילה עוד לך דודי היה לי לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה והיו למשיסה שוסייך ורחקו כל מבלייך יסיס עלייך אלוהייך כי משוש חתן על כלה הולך דודי היה לי לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה ימין ושמאל תפרוצי ואת אדוני תריצי על יד איש בין פרצי ונשמחה ונגילה לך דודי היה לי לקראת כלה בני שבת nekabela. We rise together. Moi v'shalom. Ateret bala gam besimcha. Uvitzol atoch emune. Am segula boichala. Boichala lecha dodi. Ay likrat kala. Bene Shabbat nekabla. Anay da da da, ay da 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 da, yam ba 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 da, ay da la la da, yam ba 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 da, ay da 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 da, yam da da yam da, ay da 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 da, ay 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 da da, ay 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 ay. Ay da da yam da 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 ay da da ya da 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 may be seated. Continue page 23. מזמור שיר ליום השבת טוב להודות לאדוני טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון טוב להודות לאדוני להגיד בבוקר חסדך להגיד בבוקר חסדך מאמונתך בלילות מאמונתך בלילות טוב להודות לאדוני עלי סובלן אבלי ומכינו כיסי מתני אני לא בפולך ועשה ידך לנד מעגל ומסכה דנאי שתחליש בפרוק השם הזה צדיק כתמה יפרח כארז בלבנון יזכה שתולים מבית אדוני מחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו אור ינובון בסבא דשנים ורעננים להגיד כי ישר אדוני צורי ולא עוולתה בו. Page 24. Adonai malach Gehud lavesh Adonai Oz hitazar Aftikon Tevel Baltimot Nachon Kisacha Me'az Me'olam Atay Nasu Nerot Adonai Nasu Nerot Kolam Isu Nerodoch Yam Mikolot Maim Rabim Adirim Mishperei Yam Adir Vamarom Adonai Edotecha Nemnu Meod Levircha Nava Kodesh Adonai Leorech Yamim We invite all those who are in mourning or observing yard sites this Shabbat to rise in body or in spirit as we recite the Mourner's Kaddish in the middle of page 24 for those online enabling our microphones. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah
Amen.
Be'alma divra kirute v'yamlich
v'yamlich
malchute.
malchute.
B'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye d'chol beit Yisrael. B'agala uv'yizman kari v'yimru amen. Yehei Shei Rabba Avarach Me'olam Amaya.
Maya.
Yibarach Tabach
Yishtabach
Ar
Ar
V'yitmamam V'yitnaseh V'yitadar
V'yitadar
V'yit'aleh
V'yit'aleh
V'yithalal Shemei
Shmei
Kedusha
Kedusha
B'richu
Brechu.
Le'ela
Leila
Min Kol
Mimkol
Birchata
Birchata
V'shirata
V'Shirata
Tushbechata
Tushbachata
V'nechamata
V'Nechemata
Damiran
Damiran
Be'alma
Be'alma V'Imru
V'yimru
Amen.
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 Yeh
Yeh
Shlama
Shma
Rabba
Mara
Min Shemaya
Shemaya.
V'chaim
Chaim
Aleinu
Aleinu
V'al
V'al
Kol
Kol Yisrael
Yisrael
V'Imru
V'yimru
Amen.
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 Oseh
Oseh
Shalom
Shalom
Mimroma
Livrama
Hu Yaseh
Uyaseh
Shalom
Shalom
Aleinu
Aleinu
V'al
V'al Kol
Kol
Yisrael
Yisrael
V'Imru Amen.
V'yimru.
Amen.
We have welcomed in our angels. We have welcomed in the Shabbos bride, and now it is time to welcome in each other. So I want to invite for those in the room to turn around, to say hi, to reintroduce yourselves to each other. For those online, feel free to shoot a chat message into the general chat. If you see someone you haven't seen in a while, reintroduce yourself, say Shabbat Shalom, and we'll come back together in a moment. You may be seated. As I foreshadowed in our parsha this week, it talks about Yitzchak, older in age, going out into the field as Rebecca is coming towards him. And it says, Vayetze Yitzchak lasuach basadeh lifnot arev. That Yitzchak went out to, as we said, pray in the field towards evening. The rabbis use this verse as one of the proof texts for our afternoon service, for our mincha service. As they try to figure out why do we pray 3 times a day, they map it on to the 3 patriarchs. And one of them, the afternoon service, is Isaac. But there's a midrash in Breshit Rabbah that takes this one step further, because they ask, what is it that Isaac is praying here? It says that Yitzchak established the Amidah itself of Mincha. As it says, Yitzchak went out lasuach in the field to converse in the field before evening. And what does Sicha mean? The Amidah. So he said these words, the prayer of our tradition in this moment. Now, Rabbi Eli Confer, who's probably one of the greatest teachers of liturgy today at the Hadar Institute, one of the founders of Hadar Institute, he picks up on this idea of Isaac. And not only asks the questions that the rabbis ask of, where do these services come from, but they say, why was Isaac in particular chosen for our afternoon service? And he says something beautiful. He says that Mincha, the afternoon service, is a time of blurriness and fading light. Yitzchak is a biblical character who always struggled with seeing and seeing clearly. In fact, in the end of our verse, Yitzchak does not see Rebecca. Even though she is before him, he only sees the camels. Rivka, by contrast, sees him. Later, of course, Isaac cannot see well enough to distinguish between his two sons, Yaakov and Esau. This inability to see well coincides with the time of Mincha. How might we also experience the moment of fading light as engendering a different emotional character to our Amidah, even if the words are exactly the same as the morning prayer? We might feel different when the sun is setting, perhaps like Isaac felt before he saw Rebekah, when he continued to suffer from the loss of his mother, and at 40 had no prospects for love. Why then repeat the Amidah multiple times a day? He says perhaps the very repetition helps draw our attention to changing feelings throughout our day. The Amidah, as we say it 3 times a day, was meant to connect us to the changing nature of the day as it progresses. I want to invite us as we move into Mariv, as we take the energy that we built up over our Kabbalat Shabbat service, and take this lesson as maybe a spiritual practice for this time. While we say these same words every week, while we say more or less the same words of the Amidah 3 times a day, we are different in each of those moments. And perhaps we might be able to offer our own individual prayer, whatever it is that we need as we step into this Shabbat today. So I want to invite up June to lead us in our Mariv. We'll begin together in the middle of page 28, where it says the first bracha, the first blessing before the Shema.
El Hai v'kayom tamid yimlo aleinu le'olam v'hed Baruch atah Adonai Amari v'rahavim.
Page 29.
Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael Amhaveta Torah u'mitzvot chukim mishpatim Otanu limadeta Al ken Adonai Eloheinu B'shobeinu u'b'kumeinu Nasiach bechukecha Mimizmah b'divrei Toratecha U'v'mitzvotecha Le'olam v'hed Ki hem hayenu ve'yorach yameinu ve'yorach yameinu Uvahem negeh yomam v'layla yomam v'layla V'yavadcha al tazir mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev amo Yisroel.
Page 30.
Shema Yisroel Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Ve'ahaveta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha ve'hayu הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בעיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך, ובישעריך.
היה אם שמעתי ישמעו את צדדי ישנו
Adonai Elohim Het.
Page 32. Ki was
Umalchuto beratzon kiblu alehem Moshe uvinei Yisroel lehahanu shira v'simha rabba v'hamru kulam mi chamocha b'helim Adonai mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh nora tehilot Hosefele Malhutecha Rahu Vanecha Bokei Ayam Lifnei Moshe Zeheli Hanu Vechamru Adonai Himlo Leolam Vahed V'nehemar Kifada Adonai et Yaakov Ukalo miyad hasahak mimenu Baruch atah Adonai Goal Yisroel.
Let's read together in English on page 33 at the bottom left-hand side of the page.
Creator of peace, compassionate God, guide us to a covenant of peace with all your creatures, birds and beasts, as well as all humanity. A reflection of your image of compassion and peace. Give us strength to help sustain your promised covenant, abolishing blind strife and bloody warfare, so they will no longer devastate the earth, so discord will no longer tear us asunder. Then all that is savage and brutal will vanish, and we shall fear evil no more. Guard our coming and our going, now
toward
and
waking, now
toward sleep, always within your tranquil shelter. Beloved are you, sovereign of peace, whose embrace encompasses Jerusalem, the people Israel, and all humanity. Ufros aleinu sukat shalomecha, Baruch atah Adonai, Haporei sukat shalom, aleinu v'akol amo Yisroel, ve'ahal Yerushalayim.
We rise together for Vishamru, page 34.
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Lasot et ha-Shabbat Le'dorotam berit ha'olam V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Lasot et ha-Shabbat Le'dorotam berit ha'olam Ki sheshet yamim asach Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Lasot et ha-Shabbat Le'dorotam berit ha'olam וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
We take a few moments of private meditation as we offer the words of our evening Amidah, beginning on page 35b through 38. We're taking a few moments to offer our own prayers at the end of this week.
Oh, say shalom bimromav, say shalom aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael, imru amen. Yahaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael, Yahaseh shalom. Yahaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, v'yakol Yisrael. Yahaseh shalom, Yahaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, v'yakol Yisrael. Yahaseh shalom, Yahaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, v'yakol Yisrael. Yahaseh shalom, Yahaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu, v'yakol Yisrael.
We, at this time, will offer our Kiddush for Shabbat. If for those at home, you're welcome to grab some grape juice or some wine at this time. We'll begin at the top of page 47 with that first paragraph, and then jump to page 49 to complete our Kiddush.
ויכולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם, ויכל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישפוט ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה. ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי, ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות.
Page 49.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'avahu v'ratzon hini lanu zikaron l'ma'aseh bereshit. Ki hu yom tehila lemikra kodesh zeher l'tziyat Mitzrayim Ivanu v'harta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ava uvratzon in haltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha-Shabbat.
Amen. We continue standing for the Aleinu, page 51.
Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula l'ritzer bereshit, shelo asanu k'gayeh haratzon, velo samanu k'mishpot l'adama, shelo sam elkeinu kachem, v'gohor aleinu k'chol amonam,
אנחנו קוראים
ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר וחייך אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
May be seated. It's with great sadness this week that we mark the passing of Samuel Kaplan, the father of Dorita and Hal Arnold, and the beloved father, grandfather to many. We pray that the whole Kaplan-Arnold family has the support that they need of community during this week. Additionally, we hold in our hearts those who have lost loved ones in the last 30 days. As we remember Michelle Lewis, the wife of Craig Lewis, and the mother of Sean Matthew, the sister of Marsha Epstein. As we remember Darren Saldes, the husband of Sherry, the son of Madeline. We remember Phyllis Alterman Franco, the wife of Richard Franco. We remember Lowell Nirenberg, the loved one of Rabbi Lawrence and Brooke Rosenthal, and Eugene Gare, the relative of Adele Weinberg. Today, on this 25th of Cheshvan, we observe the yard sites for Ruth Arnovitz, the stepmother of Elliot Arnovitz, Annie Lee Esterman, the grandmother of Rodney Cohen, Herman Hirsch, the father-in-law of Gladys Hirsch, Margot Pichulik, the daughter of Joe Pichulik, Charlotte Rich, the mother of Joanne Rosenthal and the sister of Joseph Arnold, Bella Solnick, the mother of Betty Sunshine and Goldie Bertone, and Celia Spector, the grandmother of Deborah Spector. We continue to mourn the loss of those loved ones whom we mourn morning and evening as part of our daily minyan, remembering Mary Goldstein, Leon Goldstein, Steve Sandusky, Malcolm Minsk, Don Gilner, Rosalind Davidson, Sandra Adair, Marvin Silverman, Laura Shavinsky, Jacob Dolaboff, Jerry Kotler, Harriet Oxman, Leslie Parker, David Carl Yarm, Bobby Lax, Rita Tuvlin, David Siegel, Marshalyn Moatar, Adrian Cohen, Al Filsuf, Kelly Inney, Saul Schenberg, Lowell Narenberg, Susan Levine Open, Sharon Hamburger. And are there any others that we bring into our memories this evening?
Yes, Al and Gloria Behart, please.
Gloria and Al Behart. For all those whom we are mourning, we invite those who are in mourning or observing yard sites to rise in body or in spirit as we enable our microphones for those online, reciting the Mourner's Kaddish, page 52. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divra kirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, b'agala uv'izman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam omei almaya, Yibarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei d'kudsha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata d'amiran be'alma v'yimru amen. Yeh shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom imramah, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen. We pray that all of those loved ones whom we remember tonight, that their memories be for a blessing each and every day. In a moment, we will conclude with Yigdal on page 53, but I want to thank all those who are in our room here to help raise up our voices together and all those online who have joined us. Very sweet Shabbat Shalom. Thank you to June Newmark for your leading of services. Jerry, thank you for handing out our grape juice as always. To Damone, for helping keeping us connected to the world outside. And Rebbe Rosenthal tonight, the Rosenthal family is hosting our 7th grade cohort, our B'nai Mitzvah cohort, at their house for Shabbat dinner. So that's where they're at tonight, but I think that they were tuning in online. And we'll be back tomorrow for Torah study. Rabbi Rosenthal is leading Torah study at 10:30 a.m. Our services are at 9:30 in the morning. Tomorrow evening, 5:30 p.m. for Mincha, Mariv, and Havdalah. 5:30 p.m. That will be online in the evening. And trying to think what we've got. This coming Sunday at 4 p.m., we have our Northside Drive Community Interfaith Thanksgiving service. It's an opportunity for all of the churches and us to come together, all those who are on Northside Drive in the Buckhead area, to come together to offer gratitude for the blessings of community and neighborhoodness. I don't know what that word is, but during this time in the season. So I hope that you'll join us for that at 4 p.m. There's more information about that online. And save the date for our Sparks of Light, our big family blowouts, complete with fireworks on that first Sunday of Hanukkah. We've got a collab on December 24th in the evening with Chabad of Buckhead. That is sure to be a crazy party for anyone who would like to join us. Post Shabbat on the 24th. And a lot more happening throughout that week, so be sure to look out for it. We will end together, page 53 with Yigdal.
Yigdal Elohim Hai, v'yishtabah, nimtza v'heinei el mitziuto, echad v'yim yakir ki yichudo, ne'lam וגם אין סוף לאחדותו. אין לו דמות הגוף ואינו גוף, לא נערוך אלא קדושתו. קדמון לכל דבר אשר נברא, ראשון והן ראשית לראשיתו. הינו אדון עולם וכל נוצר, יורה גדולתו ומהותו, שפן נבואתו נתנו, אל אנשי סגולתו ותפארתו. לא קם בישראל כמו שעוד, נביא ומביט את תמונתו. תורת אמת נתן לעם האוהב, על יד נביאו נאמן ביתו. לא יחליף האל ולא ימיר דתו, ועולמים לזולתו. צופה ויודע שצרינו, מביט לסוף דבר בקדמתו. גומל לאיש חסד כמפעלו, נותן לרשע רע כרשעתו. ישבח לקץ הימים משיחנו, לפתור מחקקי את ישועתו. מתים יחייב ברוב חסדו, ברוך ה' עד שם תהילתו. מתים יחייב ברוב חסדו, ברוך ה' עד שם תהילתו. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Thank you, Rabbi Blessing. Good night.
Shabbat Shalom.
Have a
Shabbat
wonderful
Shalom,
Shabbos, everybody.
Take care.
Shabbat Shalom.
Marcia, safe travels back home.
Thank
Good-
you.
Shalom. Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat